of his appointed messenger.
This is Moonstalker at That Place for Walkthroughs with Shannon Cousland of Dragon Age Origins.
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
I have important business in Orzammar.
None more important than mine.
Your business will wait. Orzammar must limit outside influence until the throne is settled. No one gets in.
I have urgent need to speak to your king.
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
I am a Grey Warden. This treaty obliges Orzammar to aid me.
The Wardens killed King Cousland and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the Royal Seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
That's enough. Raise your blade if you're so tough.
I will at that. I'm a messenger of King Loghain.
Kill each other as you will, but take your sodding fight off my doorstep.
Not as tough as you thought, apparently. Oh, he was pretty tough.
You've done me a service. That fool Imrek was barking for a week. Are all humans so touched? You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Those statues are dwarven paragons, if I remember right.
Beauty, daughter.
Best
If
of
you
their
work hard like
ancestors.
Bronca, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her.
Stop looking at me, mongrel. I have nothing you want. Why do you keep staring at me so, you...
It is
West
the
Side
Assembly
Story.
who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Do not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Looks like the Jets beat the Sharks.
I won't have fighting in the Commons.
That's a reference to West Side Story, by the way. Play in a movie.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Greetings! Wow, there are a lot of you. What was I saying?
Have a look at my shop, I hope.
Right. Yeah,
Life Giver. We'll give it to Alistair. Add to his strength a bit. Floor carving, the city of Orzammar.
Wow. So this is...
I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
I do not even want to think from what manner of substance a cave-dwelling people would create their spirits.
Hey everybody, hold your position.
There's this one. We'll get plenty of there.
Alistair, you got your butt kicked there, buddy. There it is. Assembly directive.
Topsiders? Good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin's.
Let me see you have in your
take
store.
your gold.
Have you seen my lunch? It's a piece of lichen bread with a spread of old cheese and shredded dried meat. I'm only asking because you never know.
Let me see your wares.
So the closer you live to the surface, the higher class you are. Unless you're actually on the surface.
All right.
House Idukan, Shield of Orzammar.
News of the hour. Support Lord Harrowmont at your own peril. Darkspawn will overrun Orzammar within the year if he becomes king.
Go read some books. This is their library.
Dare take from the memories.
All right. And I'm off.
Legion of the Dead. Broken Faith. Full of Memories. The Shaper's Life. Traditional dwarven folk songs. I think that was quite a bit of experience. Now the assembly.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the Assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough! The Assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
Going.
Hello.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulan Forrender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
I would speak with Lord Harrowmont.
In an ordinary time, Lord Harrowmont would be honored to meet you. Unfortunately, we've already caught more than one of Balin's spies approaching Harrowmont under a pretense of friendship. So I'm afraid I won't be able to take your word. If you want to speak to Harrowmont, you will need to prove he can trust you.
How can I prove I'm not working for Balin?
That's a generous offer. If you mean it, you might attend the proving today. The Deshers take it very seriously. And unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
So you'd like me to enter the proving in Harrowmont's name?
It would certainly make your loyalties loud and clear. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
I'll enter the proving and see why the others withdrew.
Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the Proving Master and tell him you're entering Lord Harrowmont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Baisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
New quest. The first steps.
News of the hour. Lord Harrowmont entrenched in the path. News of the hour. Support Lord Balin at your peril.
It'll be 2 years tomorrow.
Huh.
By all the holy sun.
So, I've been hearing.
Just how smart are Mabari supposed to be, anyway? Do you think they understand everything we say? Oh, is that so?
All right.
New quest, the key to the city.
Do you really know what's going on here? The Blight, the Civil War? I really wonder how much of it you understand. We're all special.
News of the hour. 3 more clans in... News of the hour. Lord Harrowmont's insinuations against Lord Balin revealed...
And I'm off.
And here it is.
Yes.
Key to the city. Alrighty then. Looks like else we got now, eh?
All right.
Lord Harrowmont, said to have kicked Cousland in the street.
Questions arise regarding Lord Balin's impending marriage to a Catholic
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps, you would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Oh, we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
Poor Alistair.
The shadows.
See if we can sneak by these bounty hunters.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
Let me see your wares, Bodan.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy...
Not much for armor, apparently. Oh well. This is Moonstalker at that place for walkthroughs. With Shannon and Cousland of Dragon Age Origins. Catch you on the flip side.